Welcome to This Explainer. Today we're unpacking exactly how a veteran IT architect designs educational experiences to help us master rapidly evolving digital skills. We're looking at the methodology behind SP Cloud Academy and its founder, Sohail Parviz. And honestly, this matters now more than ever, right? Because traditional education, it often fails IT professionals entirely. The second a textbook on cloud computing goes to print, it's practically obsolete. The industry just moves way too fast. In a world where digital transformation is moving at breakneck speed, understanding how to structure your learning, like how to build a resilient, adaptable blueprint for your own mind, is literally the only way to avoid getting left behind.
Empowering minds, elevating clouds. It's a motto that really captures a dual focus, and honestly, it's a focus that's incredibly rare in the tech space. It's not just about the cold, hard infrastructure of advanced cloud technology. It's equally about the human element. Think about it. You can design the most sophisticated, highly available Azure architecture in the world, but if the engineers running it are overwhelmed or confused, well, that system is going to fail. You simply can't elevate the cloud without first empowering the minds behind it. To really understand his educational philosophy, we first have to look at his foundation. 30. That is the number of years he spent actively working in the tech sector. We're talking over 3 decades of hands-on, enterprise-level experience. He's been navigating the absolute biggest shifts in IT as they happened, in real time. And that kind of profound longevity, it provides a massive amount of context. It means he isn't just reacting to the latest buzzword, he intuitively understands the deep architectural foundations of how technology evolves from one generation to the very next. All right, let's dive right into this blueprint to see exactly how SSP Cloud Academy structures the learner's mind for success. First, we'll explore the architect's foundation. Then we'll look at bridging theory and practice, dive into the blended learning philosophy, and finally, wrap up with building tomorrow's tech leaders.
Starting with Section 1, the architect's foundation. We're calling this part Master Builder because long before Parviz was an educator, he was, and still is, a master builder of complex digital infrastructure.
Tracing this massive technological evolution from 30 years ago to today reveals an incredible shift in how businesses operate. 30 years ago, the focus was entirely on on-premise servers. Literally keeping the physical lights on in a freezing cold server room, managing tangible, fragile hardware. Fast forward to today, and the landscape is totally dominated by hyperscale cloud environments, specifically Microsoft Azure, where infrastructure as code and scalability is practically infinite. And looking to the future, it's all about AI-driven digital transformation. Living through these visceral shifts directly shaped his agile approach to learning. His curriculum is so robust precisely because it's built on verified, real-world field experience. He hasn't just read about these massive industry pivots, he lived them.
So his teaching is anchored in 4 core technical domains: cloud architecture, with a heavy focus on Azure, systems engineering and disaster recovery, IT operations and governance, and finally, EdTech and LMS design. By rooting his curriculum in these specific pillars, he makes sure students are learning to untangle incredibly complex infrastructure problems exactly like a true systems engineer would on the job. You can't just know how to build a server anymore. You've got to understand the governance surrounding it. It's a curriculum driven by enterprise experience, meaning these lessons apply directly to what businesses actually need right now.
Let's move right along to Section 2, bridging theory and practice. Here's where we'll see how this deep engineering instinct completely flips the way technology is taught to adults.
Now, this is a massive distinction: technical compliance versus real business value. Parviz explicitly rejects that old traditional way of learning, where you just memorize enough random facts to pass a multiple-choice exam or check an HR compliance box. Instead, working as an Azure Solutions architect, he designs cloud infrastructure that delivers actual tangible business outcomes, and he brings that exact same outcome-driven mindset directly into his classrooms. The goal isn't just to know what a software tool does, it's to know exactly how that tool solves a real, very expensive business problem. It's literally the difference between holding a piece of paper and having the skills to save a company $1 million in redundant cloud spend.
This really illustrates his overarching goal: yesterday's cloud versus tomorrow's cloud. Keeping pace with industry trends is absolutely everything in IT. The tech landscape shifts not just yearly, but daily. Think about it. If you're learning from a textbook published 3 years ago, aren't you already hopelessly behind? His mentorship and curriculum are built organically from current real-world problems so that students are fully prepared for the future. He wants his learners building tomorrow's agile cloud solutions, not stuck managing yesterday's bloated legacy systems.
Stay current, stay practical, stay relevant. This simple yet incredibly powerful philosophy drives the entire SP Cloud Academy curriculum.
It's the strict filter that all of their educational content goes through. It turns decades of high-level industry experience into genuinely practical education that actually sticks. For example, before a new Azure deployment guide ever reaches a student, it has to prove it can solve a problem occurring in enterprise businesses today. Every tutorial, every blueprint, it all goes through this lens of absolute relevancy.
Okay, moving on to Section 3, the blended learning philosophy. Let's look at this educational ecosystem and see exactly how he delivers this practical knowledge to learners all over the globe. At the Academy, blended learning isn't just some corporate buzzword. It's the intersection where traditional instruction meets smart digital tools to create engaging, accessible, and highly practical educational ecosystems. Parvez really leverages his deep background in LMS, or learning management system design here. He merges proven, time-tested teaching methods with modern, interactive digital platforms. It's never just about, throwing a static PDF online and wishing the student good luck. It's about building an interactive, bite-sized ecosystem that genuinely grows with the learner and matches exactly how busy adults actually absorb complex technical info.
This ecosystem translates complex architectures across 4 interconnected pillars. We've got cloud computing and AI for the heavy technical lifting, ed tech and learning tools to continuously optimize the education itself, tech evolutions for those critical forward-looking industry insights, and crucially, professional skills. He deeply recognizes that technical mastery on its own just isn't enough in today's corporate world. It absolutely has to be paired with strong interpersonal competencies like leadership and communication. Because honestly, if you can't effectively explain the ROI of your complex architecture to a non-technical CEO, your technical skills kind of lose their value. That holistic, well-rounded view is exactly what makes this ecosystem so incredibly effective.
So the ultimate mission here is closing the gap between traditional and digital learning, one course at a time. Whether a student is navigating hands-on Azure labs, reviewing complex architectural blueprints, or figuring out massive cloud migration strategies, the overarching goal is to make these deep dive resources highly accessible and immediately actionable. It's all about bringing the absolute best, most engaging parts of a traditional interactive classroom right into a highly scalable, flexible digital space.
And that brings us to our final section, Section 4, Building Tomorrow's Tech Leaders. Let's look at how this comprehensive blueprint creates not just competent engineers, but true visionary leaders in the tech space. 13 plus. Parvez himself holds over 13 official industry and Microsoft certifications across expert, associate, and foundational levels. That's huge. He serves as living, breathing proof to his students of his unwavering commitment to continuous professional development. He doesn't just preach the importance of staying current from a podium, he continuously expands his own certified expertise in cloud architecture, data, AI, and security. He's literally doing the hard work right alongside his students. By focusing relentlessly on that continuous development, SP Cloud Academy ensures a very specific ROI for the learner. We are talking about job-ready skills that highly competitive employers actually want and need right now. We're talking clear certification guidance to get you past those pesky HR filters and the ability to deploy real-world technology solutions from day one on the job. Ultimately, this approach is bridging that vast gap between theoretical education and demanding industry standards. This exact blueprint empowers working professionals and tech enthusiasts to not just survive the daily grind, but to get hired, get promoted, and truly thrive. Taking a step back, it is absolutely fascinating that his holistic, blended approach to education is perfectly mirrored in his personal life. When he isn't staring at an architectural whiteboard or writing code, he's finding genuine connection through travel, capturing the beauty of the world through photography, and finding solace in literature. He is constantly exploring new horizons, seamlessly connecting the rigid, structured world of technology with the boundless, fluid realm of human creativity. It beautifully reinforces a core truth. At the end of the day, technology is simply a tool meant to serve, elevate, and connect human beings. As you reflect on this explainer of Sohail Parvez's methodology and the incredible SP Cloud Academy ecosystem, I want to leave you with a crucial question about your own career path. Look at your learning journey right now. Are you simply memorizing yesterday's tech just to pass a test? Or are you actively acquiring the skills to build tomorrow's cloud? The digital landscape isn't going to wait for anyone, so make sure your learning blueprint is truly designed for the future.